Okay, good morning, DXN. Good morning, DXN Nigeria. Good morning, DXN Africa. Good morning, DXN Worldwide. We are welcome again to another informative, educative, and interactive section with DXN Nigeria. And today we are bringing a powerhouse in DXN. And then today my books are ready, my notepads are ready, my pen are ready for us to take on an interactive section. So today, I bring to you one of our leaders from Malaysia, Miss Jane Yon. I need to tell you more about her because she has been in DXN for a while. Miss Jayon is not just a DXN member, she's a state registered nurse, a state certified midwife, a public health nurse. She's a postgraduate in integrative preventive health and nutrition. Her working experience is since 1976. She has experience in oncology, nursing in the UK, maternal and child health, health education, home nursing, etc. Her accolades are on and on. And in DXN so far, she is a triple crown diamond. When it means to be a triple crown diamond, it means she has what? 16 star diamonds under her. And she has been practicing gynotherapy since 2001. Today, she's a gynotherapy practitioner and wellness management. Wow. Wow, I can keep going. It's a note. I don't know how I get to got this on my head, but I need to keep going. She has an objective to help people who are unwell to regain and restore their health status and educate people how to maintain their wellness level. Her mission and vision is to continuously have knowledge of acquisition on Ganoderma to deepen our understanding on this superfood healing power. She's competent in practicing gynotherapy for wellness and continuous good health. Her experience in gynotherapy for the last 19 years earned her a wide and vast wisdom today. Her mission is to weave a network in gynotherapy to help mankind from degenerating diseases and communicable diseases to improve their quality of life and maintain good health span, which determines our lifespan. I can keep going on and on about her. And today I bring to you all the way from Malaysia, Miss J. Yon. Nice to meet you, ma. How you doing, ma?
Mr. Samuel, thank you for giving me this opportunity to meet all our Nigerian members and the global members. Good morning, DXN
Good morning.
I love all of you. Okay.
Thank you very much, ma. You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. So, okay. So I will not waste any time and will start straight away. And of course, all of us know that DXN is a Ganoderma company. And we know very well the global success of DXN is because our CEO, Dr. Lim, recognized the health benefits of Ganoderma many years ago, and his continuous research and teaching in gynotherapy for the last 27 years. And of course, DXN has transformed many peoples from poor health to good health. And we know gynotherapy contains a range of products with the natural power food source that works for mental and physical health. So it's important all of us understand what is gynotherapy. And gynotherapy is meant for detoxification and correcting the imbalance. It is easy to understand gynotherapy if you know the 4 principles. Number 1, illness is caused by 2 sources, toxins and body is out of balance. And Ganoderma supports the body, so the body can heal by itself. Any reactions is not caused by Ganoderma, but because our immune system is healing on our problem areas. And the dosage of Gadudama depends on the body condition and not on the diseases. So before I go into gynotherapy, we need to understand why gynotherapy is essential in life and why it provides health solution. And because of this, we need to understand the root cause of many diseases. Look at our body today. We are constantly actually under the attack by so many things around us, especially our food. We tend to eat a lot of acidic food like white rice, white bread, and we tend to eat a lot of animal proteins because animal proteins not only is acidic and it can cause a lot of metabolism toxins. And then we tend to eat a lot of fast food like processed food. And we believe in the milk and dairy products can give us a lot of nutrients. However, it is an acid food. And of course, most of the young people today, they would like to drink a lot of carbonated drinks. And people tend to believe in medications. And the slightest health problem and even a headache will go for medication. And what about the unseen stress? We know that stress can cause a lot of harmful effects in our body. The sad emotion, the stress from work, and it can affect the cardiovascular system, the nervous system, the gastrointestinal system, and in fact, it affects most of the systemic in our body. So what about the hidden toxins in the food? We are not aware that every piece of food that put in the mouth, it may contain some toxins. Yeah, especially the artificial preservatives and coloring, and of course the pesticides and the trans fat in the food, the hormones in the chicken, and the antibiotics in the animals. And the external factors, air pollution, water pollution, and of course, due to industrialization, it caused a lot of air and water pollution, and commercial cultivations of the crops. It has also polluted the underground water. And what about the water we're taking in our shower? It's also polluted, and it contains a lot of chlorine, which can cause inflammation in our body. Do you know our skin can absorb a lot of nutrients, but at the same time, it can absorb a lot of toxins, like some chemicals in our cosmetics. So all these things that it has bottled up a lot of toxins in our body. So when the body fills up with toxins, then the symptoms start to overflow. So actually the root cause of the disease today is because toxins accumulation. And accumulation of toxins in the body, it can cause a lot of symptoms like infection because of the poor immune system. And the toxins can cause inflammation, degeneration of the cells, tissue, organ systems, allergies, which is another problem of autoimmune disease, and chronic diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. So the aim is not to remove the symptoms. We need to remove the toxins to restore our health status. Now, I want to show you some healthy body environment, okay? So balanced pH and healthy blood environment, the red blood cell look like this. You can see it's rounded, and you can see that this is a healthy blood vessels. Yeah, the internal lining is smooth, and of course this is the healthy capillaries, so that the blood flow is smooth. However, when we have a acidic body environment. Why acidic body environment is so harmful? Now, when we eat a piece of meat or you are stressed today, then your body become acidic. What will happen? The erythrocyte aggregation, meaning your red blood cells, can become clustered together. Okay? And then if you have chronic inflammations due to poor diets, and of course, can be due to toxins, yeah, and the inner lining of the blood vessels can become rough. So all this, the clustered red blood cells, even some cholesterol, can get settled in the inner layer of the blood cells and leads to hardening of the blood vessels, which we call arteriosclerosis, right? And this is a better picture for you to visualize. When you have a healthy blood environment, it's just like an aquarium. The water is clear. The fish is happy. Same thing with our body. When you have a healthy blood environment, balanced pH, your blood cells, your body cells, they are all happy. And of course, you see, if you look at the blood vessels, you know, how large is your blood vessel at the heart is as big as your picture finger. But if you look at the capillary, it's as fine as your hair, and not even that, the minute capillaries is only allowed a single cell, red blood cell to travel in. So when you have a healthy capillaries, it can carry oxygen, optimum oxygen, nutrients, and then immune cells to nourish your every cell, tissue, organ, and system. Most importantly, the toxins can be eliminated. However, when you have an acidic environment, it's just like an aquarium is filled up with muddy water. Yeah. So you look at the picture at the left here, and it is clustered red blood cells into clumps. And then, of course, if you have inflammations in the minute blood vessels, can you imagine all these clustered blood cells can clog into your minute capillaries? So it deprives the cells from oxygen, nutrients, and of course, your immune cells can't even reach the targeted cells. So, and worst of all, the toxins cannot be eliminated. So when toxins is accumulated in your cells, the cells can become malfunction. The cell can die. The tissues can die. The organs can become malfunction. The system can become malfunction. So the cells actually plays a very important part in our organs and systems. So look at our detoxification organs and system. Yeah, you look at our lungs, actually is one of the detoxification organs. And then you look into our gastrointestinal system, the liver, the colon, okay, the kidneys, and the skin. Okay, so can you imagine most of the minute blood vessels constantly, because you are eating the acidic food, you have an acidic blood environment. So eventually all these blood vessels, in minute blood vessels in your organ and system is blocked. And this can cause degeneration and malfunction of your organ and system. And of course, this can cause premature death if our organ and system, they are not functioning well. But of course, these malfunction will take many years to develop, 10 to 15 years, just like your high blood pressure, your diabetes, and cancer. It took many years to develop before you have the symptoms. So, why is gynotherapy so important in life in the prevention of diseases? Yeah. Gynotherapy, you see, the founder of gynotherapy is our Dato Dr. Lim Xiaozin. And through his years of research, and he found a range of products for all of us to take it on the daily basis. Yeah, to detox on the daily basis, to repair your cells on the daily basis, so that your nutrients will reach to every part of our body. We have trillion cells in the body, but every day you choose what you like to eat. The meals that you're eating, it could be healthy food, but the meals actually is to fill up your stomach and you don't feel hungry. But most of the micronutrients in your body cells, they're stuck. They're calling for help. So DXN give you the range of functional food. You are very blessed in DXN Nigeria. I can see you have a good range of products you can use. You have Gadudama range of products. You have algae, you have GL, you have Rachelium powder. For those who are new, Rachelium powder actually is a mixture of RG and GL. Yeah. So of course you have spirulina, and you have morinzi, and you have black coffee. And the range of products, it contains a wide spectrum of nutrients in the wholesome form. Wholesome form meaning you did not plus or minus, it's in the food form. Yeah, with the function to support physical and mental health. When we define health, actually WHO has given us this definition. We need to have physical, mental, and social well-being. And gynotherapy is able to support us with physical and mental health nutrients. What is Gadudama? For those people who are new today, especially in Nigeria, I'd like to highlight a little bit to the basic. What is DXN Gadudama? You need to understand DXN Gadudama so that you know your competitor. Why DXN Gadudama is so unique. And then DXN, we have RG, which is the fruit body, and we have the mycelium, which is the root of the Gadudama. Now we have a few packages. You have RG, 90 capsules, and you have RG, 360 capsules, and you have also mycelium, 70 grams, which is the mixture of RG and GL powder. Now, DXN, especially with the technology of Dr. Lim, we are rest assured that the DXN Gadudama has good quality. How do we reassure that RG has good quality? Now, the species is very important. Dr. Lim has chosen the right species, and the age of the plant is very important. How old is the plant we should harvest? And the process of extraction, how do we extract the RG? And then the concentration of RG, which is very important because it determines the efficacy of the RG. Now, the right species. Malaysia has more than 200 varieties of edible Gadudama, but our CEO, Dr. Lim, he has done a lot of research and he has chosen 6 varieties of red mushrooms, which being selected. And these 6 varieties of red mushrooms has given us the RG. Okay. Now, the age of the plant, age of Gadodama, very important. RG actually is derived from 3 months old mushroom fruit body. Okay, the age of the Gadodama determines its medicinal efficacy. Why we have to harvest at 3 months old? Because the nature of Gadodama, if most of the nutrients are stored in the spores, if you don't harvest at 3 months, the spore will fly away for multiplication and we're losing the nutrients. So we need to control the age of Gadodama to ensure that all the nutrients is optimal. I'll bring you to DXN farm. Let's look at the factory, okay? For those who have not visited our Malaysia DXN farm, now you can see from the slides, okay? How do we culture our Gadodama? It's very important. And the raw materials that we use to culture, we use sawdust and rice husk, okay? And are being placed in biodegradable polybags. And all these polybags has to be sterilized, to be autoclaved, to kill the harmful fungus or bacteria. Then DXN uses the tissue culture. Okay, so once it's being the tissue is being put into polybag, you can see they are in the farm, and you can see how the mushrooms started to grow. But the basic mycelium, you see the white spots, huh? You see all these white spots, they are mycelium, the roots will come out first. Yeah, okay, you can see all these are mycelium, and then eventually the small mushrooms will come out, okay, and then eventually it turn into beautiful Gadodama. Now all these are young Gadodama. There is not much of nutrients. Yeah, they are very young. They're about 1 month old. And you can see the immature Gadodama, you have some white rings here. So they are not matured yet. They don't have enough spores yet, okay? So they are actually in this greenhouse where DXN uses the hanging method, okay? The greenhouse means fenced up with this insect netting to keep the insects away from attacking the Gadodama. And we use the spring water, okay, to maintain the humidity in the Gadodama farm. So it's under very good environment that Gadodama has been cultured. At 3 months old, Gadodama is ready to be harvested. So when the Gadodama is being harvested, it's important how we get the nutrients out from the fruit body. Now, DXN extract the fruit body by means of cold method. Cold method meaning we do not use heat to extract the nutrients. But in traditional Chinese medicine, most of the Gadodama are being sliced and boiled to get the nutrient extract. However, in this kind of extract, the nutrients were destroyed during the heat process. The concentration of the RG is very important because it determines the efficacy of the Gadodama. Now, 20 kilo of the fruit body, when you freeze dry, you can get 4 kilo of the dried mushroom. And this dried mushroom, when you use the fiber separations, okay, so you get 20 kilo of the mushroom, you can only get 1 kilo of the RG. So this is what you get in your capsule. So how the cold method is being done? Freeze drying, by the dehydration is by freeze drying, okay? is because we want to lock down the nutrients to make sure that all the healthy benefits is there. Okay, and then we use fiber separation, remove the less therapeutic fiber, and of course the Gadodama, when you remove the heavy fibers, and then of course the Dr. Lim uses a special machine invented by him. Okay, the spinner will spin, and then the separation of the fiber, and you can get 4 kilo of the dried mushroom, you get 1 kilo of that RG. Then it went through ultraviolet treatment to enhance the therapeutic effect in the Gadodama. And the micropowderation is so important because the specific technique, it will crush the powder into micropowderation like nanotechnology, because in the spores of the RZ, they have a very hard shell. You need special technique to break the hard shells so that these RG, the nutrients in RG, can be absorbed immediately. Even if you put a teaspoon of your RG powder in your mouth, it can be absorbed immediately through your saliva, through your lymphatic system, in your blood circulation. So the next product I'd like to highlight is what is Ganosylium. Ganosylium actually is the root of the Gadodama. So in Nigeria, you have the packages, GL 90 capsules and 360 capsules. Yeah, look at this picture. When this is Gadodama, you can see the nature of Gadodama, and the white patches here, actually they are the mycelium, the root of the Gadodama before the mushroom is being produced. However, in this polybag, you cannot eat the mycelium this way. And DXN have a special high path to do fermentation of mycelium. So far, they have a special lab that culture mycelium. So 14 days, we are able to harvest the mycelium. So what are the benefits is very important. If you understand what you have done wrong with the food, your lifestyle, what you have been torturing your body, how bad is your body, your blood circulation, your acidic body and all that. So you need something to rebuild the body, and LGGL is the solution. Now, if you take LGGL together, you have one very important principle, that is scanning. Why RGGL is a good scanner? Now, RG is a very good blood circulator. So when you take RG, most of your blood circulation will be enhanced, and GL will boost and modulate your immune system. So your immune system will travel everywhere in your blood circulation to your capillaries, and when they detect something is not right, then they will surface the symptom. So whatever discomfort that you feel after taking LGGL, that is something is out of balance in that area. For example, I have clients who have been taking LGGL, for example, 3RG, 3GL, then they run to the toilet. Why? Because this client has a lot of water-soluble toxins in the intestine. So this is something that signal to the person there that you have something is out of balance in your intestine. This is called the scanning. Then, of course, it has also a very good principle is detoxifying the cells. because the RG is a blood circulator and the GL is able to balance and regulate the cell function. Of course, detoxification can take place to the cellular level. And of course, RGGL can also regulate our body, emotion, and in reconstruction and rejuvenation. So with these principles, we are able to restore the cell function, tissue function, organ function, and systemic function. So RG and GL is very important. But who can take RG and GL? People of walks of life. Pregnant mother, children, okay, young adults, and the middle age, elderly, and of course sick people. You need this range of products. Now, when you take RG and GL together, you see how your body cell works so well. Now, RG remove all the blockages in the circulation, right? And your blood can be actually very chalky and the red blood cells clustered together. So it is a very bad blood environment. You can't detox at all. But when you take RGGL, you balance the pH, right? And then remove the blockages here, right? And then the toxins will come out from the cells. But however, your blood environment is still not very healthy. The toxins in your blood can reverse back into your cells. But GL play a very important role. It will strengthen the cell membrane here. Okay, so whatever toxins that is lingering out from the body is unable to reverse back to the cells. So therefore, detoxification with RG and GL is to the cellular level, so that the cell repair can go on. And of course, I would like to share with you how we repair what do you call organ. Actually, this baby many years ago, the mother was very busy working, and then I think she was sitting in front of the computer, and the baby was born with some defects. Okay, the thyroid of the baby was not functioning. Right? It was a 1 year-old baby. So when the father called me, they were very anxious, and the doctor told the parents that the child may need to take this thyroxine for life. Yeah. So when the mother called me up, I told the mother, okay, just take a capsule of the GL, open it up, and mix it with the breast milk. So a 1-day-old baby, yeah. So of course you can take GL, it's a food. So the child was taking it 1 capsule every day for 3 months. And after 3 months, when the doctor rechecked the blood, and they found that the thyroid function start to produce some hormones. So of course now the child is already almost 6 years old. Now, the child not only taking RGGL, spirulina, etc., but she has a very healthy thyroid functions. So this is something that when we are able to repair the defected cells, we can restore slowly tissue organs. So GL is able to restore cell function. So I would like to share another product, which is spirulina. Yeah, and then of course you're very blessed. You have spirulina in DXN Nigeria, right? So when we talk about spirulina now, I would like to talk about green food. Green food, actually, they are top source of micronutrients and phytonutrients. They are low in calories, high in fiber, and of course, they contain high level of antioxidants. However, the greens, leafy vegetables we are eating today, they're depleted with micronutrients due to commercial cultivation. They use artificial fertilizer and they use pesticides. So these are the root cause that many green leafy vegetables, they are depleting in micronutrients. And I remember many years ago in the 1950s, in my grandmother's time, you can eat one bowl of spinach and you get enough of iron. But today, you want to get the iron from the spinach, you need about 40 bowls. So this is something shocking that, the green leafy vegetables is lacking of iron. This is a food pyramid that you need to see. And this food pyramid actually is from the Harvard University. Now, you can see that if you follow the food pyramid, still you are not able to get enough nutrients. Yeah, so you can see why there is a circle here. There is a multivitamins. Yeah, so that actually the researcher also realized if you follow the food pyramid here, you still a lack of certain vitamins, and you need to get food supplement. And there is a glass of alcohol here. Oh, you'll be very happy. You can have a glass of wine. Why did they put a glass of wine there? It's because with the food you take, your body will tend to be acidic too, and you tend to have poor blood circulations. So you can see whatever food you eat here, and you are still unable to support a healthy body. So you are what to eat. How balanced is our diet? Ideally, we should take more alkaline food like fruits and vegetables. Yeah, less acidic food like meat and refined food. Spirulina is a solution for all of us. You can have enough food, but actually our body is malnourished. You have trillion cells in the body to feed. So actually we are also having malnutrition. Yeah. And the history of spirulina actually in Africa, you can see. And, there were actually, spirulina has been traditionally harvested in the Lake Chad, and the natives make broth or meals, and then they can survive with the spirulina even during famine. Okay, because this spirulina is very rich in micronutrients. Yeah, actually it is superfood and is rich in multivitamins, and it has been used by the astronauts, successfully used by NASA as a dietary supplement for astronauts on space missions. Why DXN spirulina is so unique? For those who have been to Malaysia and see our DXN farm, the way we cultured our spirulina is we have, in fact, it's a very well-controlled environment. Yeah, in fact, in Malaysia, we have very hot weather, good sunshine. So our spirulina contains high level of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is so important because it resembles our red blood cells, and it can prevent anemia. Okay, and of course, it has so many other functions. And of course, we have these certificates. We have TGA. Okay, the TGA is actually is issued by the Australian government. Yeah, and we are proud to have TGA because it shows that our spirulina is actually qualified and it is safe to be consumed. That's why Australia, we can have this spirulina in Australia. And of course, we have ISO 14001, which is worldly recognized and actually is environmental safe and is actually higher standard than organic certification. So we are proud to give you our DXN spirulina. What are the health benefits? It's important to understand why we need spirulina. Yeah, because spirulina is a complete wholesome food. It can give you all the micronutrients, wide spectrums of these minerals for your body, your trillion cells, and it enhances and modulate our immune system. Okay, it can help us to build good red blood cells, and it's good for digestive system, and it is a energy booster. Of course, today, young people, students, people all walks of life, you're facing radiation, your computer, your mobile. So all this radiation is actually can destroy our cells, tissues, organ system. And spirulina is able to protect you from radiation, and it is antivirus. Yeah. So of course, at this moment we have pandemic, and it is better. We need to take megadose of spirulina to ensure we have good immune system so that you protect yourself from dangerous virus. So how much we can take? You can take 15 tablets, 30 tablets. Yeah, it is food. So you know how to restrict yourself. And of course, due to stress, and most of the people are facing stress today. People have anxiety, people have sleeping problems, and why we have so many people having mood swings and all that. And spirulina is very good for enhancing our mood, especially give you happy moods. Especially it is a food with tryptophan. Okay, it helps you to produce happy hormones. So when your child is under pressure because of studies, or your son is having stress at work, give them some spirulina. Yeah. Pregnant mothers, it's very important. Give pregnant mothers because it prevents the mothers from anemia. So to have healthy pregnancy, you need to have good hemoglobin counts. Yeah. So of course, in Africa, you have a lot of anemia problems like sickle cell anemia. So you can take lots of spirulina. Okay, and then other problems like inflammations, arthritis, yeah, and then rheumatoid arthritis. All this you can take megadose of spirulina. The next important product I would like to share is Morinzi. Morinzi actually is noni juice. Noni juice actually in the tropical country we call it actually is berry, where it's a healthy berry and rich in oxidant. But in DXN Morinzi we also have Roselle, which is very rich in antioxidant and vitamin C. So what is the function of this Roselle, right? I would describe this Morinzi as a mental and physical health manager, because it can relieve stress. And people who are stressful, people who have anxiety, yeah. So you can drink the Morinzi. You don't have to measure it. Who is our Mr. Morinzi? Our Mr. Kocholaslo. All of us know him. He has been drinking one bottle of Morinzi for almost 2 years. And look at him. He's so healthy. And of course, all of us need Morinzi, maybe 30 ml to 90 ml every day. Yeah. Okay. To where it depends on your food, diet, and lifestyle. Yeah. And people with allergies like sneezing, asthma, etc. And it is a good source of antihistamine. Yeah. And it has antioxidant. It can relax your blood vessels. So it is good for people with high blood pressure, yeah, diabetes, high blood pressure and diabetes. Most of the patients have rigid blood vessels, but people with stress also will have constricted blood vessels. So this is very good for people of walks of life. And this Morinzi is very good for hormones, to regulate hormones from your pituitary gland, your thyroid gland, and your thymus, your adrenal gland, pancreas, and then our sex hormone like ovary and the male testes, etc. So this is very good to regulate our endocrine system. So people with diabetes, you can take lots of Morinzi because it's able to stimulate your pancreatic cell to function to produce more insulin, right? So people with what you call irregular menstruation, for the ladies, you also can take a lot of Morinzi. So the application of the product is so important. Here, I would like to touch a little bit because you have black coffee in Nigeria. Now, we know that coffee is very good for blood circulation. But on top of that, DXN coffee contains gadodama. So we have also top up with the benefits of gadodama. Okay? And of course, DXN coffee contains a lot of enzymes. With that, we can do detoxification and it's good for digestion. So you have a good range of products. You have RGGL, you have Rachelium, Spirulina, and Morinzi, etc. So the only thing is, how do you apply? So I've always liked to share with you. This is my shaker. Yeah, this is my shaker. So every morning is my routine. I will put Rachelium powder, about 6 scoops to 7 scoops into my 500 ml water. And this is half a bottle of Morinzi, right? So you shake it every day. Shake it every day. And then you can drink it. 1 bottle in the morning and 1 bottle in the evening. Okay, so I have been taking this for almost 19 years. Just to share with you, when I was in my early 40s, I had a lot of problems. I had autoimmune disease. I have psoriasis on my skin, my scalp, and also have arthritis. I couldn't kneel down. My knees were stiff, and I've locked jaws. Yeah. So I thank you, God. In the year 2000, my father had a stroke. And the doctor did not give him any chance to live. He had 4 strokes in a month. So I pray hard to God to save my father. I love my father so much. So through my prayers, someone came along, my sponsor came along and showed me DXN, RGNGL. I didn't know what it was. But my sponsor, to convince me, he gave me a stack of his medical report. He had diabetes. He developed all the complications of diabetes. He had high blood pressure, and he has kidney problems, he has gangrene, and he had poor vision, and he had handful of medications. And of course, when I turned to the last page of the report, which is after 2 years, he has been consuming algae and GL. He was not on medication. So I choose to believe him. This Gadodama works for him, it will work for my father. So I take action. I took action and I gave my father RGGL. He was been on 6 algae, 6 GL, and optimum was 12 algae, 12 GL. And within 3 months, my father recovered completely from his stroke. And I fitted my jigsaw puzzles together from my nursing experience. And the solution I found is DXN gynotherapy. Because the gynotherapy, it gives you the blood circulation and repair the cells. So with that, for the last 19 years, I've been helping people, talking to people why gynotherapy helps. So gynotherapy actually is a holistic approach. If you compare to Western medicine, they are segmental. If you have heart problem, you go to heart specialist. If you have lung problem, you go to the lung specialist. But gynotherapy approach, it strengthens every cell, tissue, organ, and system. So the health pillars of gynotherapy. Number 1, balance the pH, improve the blood circulation, enhance and modulate our immune system, increase our body oxygen level, especially to the cellular level, and increase your stress resistance. Ganoderma and spirulina, they are one of the most alkaline food on earth. So why we are fearful about acidic body environment? Because your blood environment can become chalky and your red blood cell can cluster into clumps. So when you take algae and GL and spirulina, you're able to restore the pH of the body. So who are the people you can visualize with this kind of blood environment? People with diabetes, yeah, people with high blood pressure, people with chronic inflammation, people with cancer. You need to reverse the pH of the body to normal pH so that will improve your blood circulation. Blood circulation is so important. I remember many years ago when I went to Europe with Laszlo in Hungary. That was in the year 2009. Yeah, so there was not many products in Hungary. So there was one lady I still remember. She was actually very obese, overweight. They don't have other products. They only have coffee. Yeah. So she loved to drink coffee. And then, of course, she was drinking 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups a day. And 3 months later, she wrote me an email. She lost some weight. And she asked me, she discovered that, this coffee can make her lose weight. And then I interviewed her in the email. Did she have any thyroid issues? Because most of the time when you have thyroid issues, you tend to put on weight. And she agreed. Yeah, she said that she has some thyroid issues. So even with coffee, you can see the healing can take place. Because when you have good blood circulations, all the nutrients, oxygenation is able to travel around all around the body and the cell can be repaired. So circulation is very important in the body. And of course, throughout my 19 years of gynotherapy practice, I have reversed many cases of heart problems and also stroke problems. So blood circulation plays a very important role in healing. Then enhance and modulate immune system. When you have a good immune system, this is very important. We have dangerous virus everywhere now, the COVID-19, okay? And we need to have a strong immune system. So how much GL and spirulina you can take to enhance your immune system? I've been telling my people here in March and April, where we have a lot of COVID infections over here, they were taking 30 to 60 capsules of ganosylium and 30 to 60 tablets of spirulina. So you can see, you can enhance your immunity very fast. And for people who are going through, for example, some of my patients who are going through chemotherapy, yeah, so they have very weak immune system. So their platelet is low, your white count is low, your hemoglobin is low, and these are the people we can support them with this range of nutrients to enhance their bone marrow functions, so that their bone marrow will produce good red blood cells, good platelets count, and white blood counts, etc. So for people who are under chemotherapy, I'm giving them very mega dose of this range of products. Yeah, so you can give 60 to 120 capsules. Yeah, and so as is spirulina. Because in Malaysia, we have powder, so it's easy. But it doesn't matter. You have capsules, you can take the capsules, or even you can open up the capsules and put it in the shaker, and easy for the patient to take in mega dose. Okay? So what do we mean by modulating the immune system? Modulating means your immune system can become hyperactive, like in the case of autoimmune disease, like asthma, multiple sclerosis, yeah? So, and when you have all these immune systems cannot recognize self and non-self attack your body, and you need to modulate the immune system so that your immune system can recognize yourself. It will then destroy our body. So I was very happy when I was in Greece 2 years ago. There were a number of people with multiple sclerosis who have been taking DXN products, LGGL, spirulina, Morinzi, and a few of them came to me, and they would even stand in front of the stage to thank Dr. Lim, to thank DXN, to thank me that this DXN, GL, spirulina, and of course the algae has transformed and give them good quality life. And this is a very good principle you need to understand. It increases the body oxygen level. And because ganosylium and spirulina, they contains a lot of polysaccharides, yeah, and GL contains organic germanium, so that it will bring the oxygen to the cellular level. And over here, I want to share with you a testimony of my own sister-in-law. Many years ago, she had a cardiac attack. Yeah, she was admitted to the CCU, where she was monitored, and then she was giving a mask with oxygen. However, when I look at the monitor, the oxygen level was between 30, 40, although she was with a oxygen mask. The oxygen cannot go through her body. Yeah, so I can visualize why her oxygen is not penetrating to her cellular level. It's because, number one, her body is acidic and microcirculation is blocked. So the oxygen cannot reach the cells. Yeah. So, of course, in CCU, I want to give her a bottle of GL powder. It was not easy. So I find a way, in Malaysia, we have mycelium powder. So I pour one bottle into a bottle of soya bean, okay, which is one bottle is about 60 capsules of mycelium. So I shake it up and I went into the CCU and gave my sister-in-law. I could see the miracle increase in oxygen level within 4 hours. From 30%, it increased to 70%, and then by evening, it was 90%. So the next morning, my sister-in-law was discharged from the CCU. So of course, I helped her to cut a lot of medical costs, as in the CCU is so expensive. Yeah. So there was another case I would like to share with you because the child now is almost 20 years old. So that baby was born with a congenital heart defect. And on top of that, the poor baby was 3 months old with asthma. So the child was lack of oxygen. The doctor could not perform a cardiac open heart surgery. So the poor child was in the hospital with oxygen, and the mother couldn't even breastfeed the child because the baby could not suck on the breast. So the child was on tube feeding. So when the father called me, so I went to the hospital. I told the mother, if you believe me, you trust me. So you open up one capsule of GL and mix it with your breast milk and tube feed your child. So it was one capsule a day for 7 days. And on the 8th day, the father called me up very excited. He said, Jane, please come over. I have good news for you. So I went to the hospital and he told me that the child was confirmed he had very good oxygen level and he is fitted to have open heart surgery. So of course, with the open heart surgery, the problem is solved. He had a good heart, and the child is now 20 years old young man now. So this is something that I enjoy my work in DXN. Yeah. The fifth point is very important. As I told you, stress is a silent killer. Now, if you want to help someone to become healthy, you want to make sure that that person has stable emotion. Yeah. So RG, especially the tritipine, if you open up the capsule of RG, it's bitter. Yeah. So the tritipine actually it can stable your emotions. And spirulina, of course, it can help us to have happy moods, and so as the coffee. So for people, especially with cancer, we can help them to support them with this range of products physically. But sometimes they are worried, they're anxious, and we want to help them to become more stable in their emotion. So this is a good range of product to help them their stable emotion, and also we support them physically. So with all these 5 principles, balance the pH, improve blood circulation, enhance your immunity or modulate your immune system, increase your oxygenation, and stable your emotion. Under this, we are able to achieve the homeostasis in our body. And that will help us to restore our natural healing abilities. So, Gadudama is preventive science. It can change an imbalance in the body. So, it can maintain homeostasis. And for people with pre-illness stage of health, people with high blood pressure, diabetes, autoimmune disease, and anything that is imbalanced in the body, we are able to reverse it back. So the healing is a journey. we need to be perseverance and take it in long term so that we can achieve good health. Now, what is health? It's very important. When someone presents with symptoms, high blood pressure, diabetes, even cancer, yeah, we are looking at the symptom, but in gynotherapy, we are looking at the root cause. For example, someone has high blood pressure. What you can see in the body, the blood is chalky. The circulation, especially the minute blood vessels, is clogged. The body is lack of oxygen. That's why your heart pump harder and your blood pressure is being raised. Yeah, you may have some inflammation. So with the range of products, algae, GL, right, spirulina, morinzi, and all these are able to solve the root cause of the problem. I remember many years ago, my mother had high blood pressure. But today, she's 86 years old. And of course, she has been taking Ganoderma, spirulina, morinzi for almost 19 years. But today, she doesn't have high blood pressure anymore because we have helped her to solve the root cause of the problem. And today, she's not taking any medications at all. Now, no one wants to fall sick. Our Almighty God gave the human age is 120 years old. But why today? Very few people can reach even 80 years old. Because people are dying from diseases. Why we have childhood cancer? Why we have young adults have strokes? And I have so many young people, especially in the early 40s, has cancer. And of course, middle-aged people have more health problems. 80% of the people are in pre-inner stage of health due to our poor eating habits. Our body is malnourished, your body is acidic, and we are not aware that we can have better health, better quality life, and we can achieve longevity. And Gynotherapy gives us hope. So gynotherapy is not only for you, it's for our whole family. So when I talk about health and wealth, health does not belong to me alone. For example, if I'm not healthy, I'm sick, then who will be very sad? My husband, my children. But if my children are not healthy, then I will be very sad. So health belongs to family. So when you are in DXN, we need to send this message across to all our DXN members. Every family must apply gynotherapy on our dining table. Our children, how do we ensure that they have good nutrients? Give them spirulina. How do you ensure that children have good immunity? Give them lots of GL and some RG. And how do you ensure that they have enough enzymes? Because stress, you can deplete enzymes. Give them some more energy. So this is a food not only for you, it's for the whole family. So prevention is better than cure. And also prevention is worth a pound of cure. So when I see some patients in my center, for example, for your information, I own a service center and I run a health management center, when patient comes to me, if the husband has cancer, the sad thing is they have to spend a lot of money on medical treatment. And at the same time, gynotherapy is also expensive at this treatment phase because you need to take mega dosing. So that's why an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If you can take 6 RZ, 6 GL every day to support your body, and 10 spirulina, and 60 ml moringa every day, you have good health. You invest in your health. However, for those people who are not leading a healthy lifestyle, you smoke, you drink, then you have to invest more. Take higher dose. People with pre-illness stage of health like high blood pressure, diabetes. And when you look at people with diabetes, you need to look into long term because diabetes will not kill you. But the complications of diabetes can kill you because diabetes give you a very bad blood environment, clog your circulation, affect your immunity. That's why people with diabetes they will end up with gangrene, with heart problem, with stroke, with blindness and all that. So with this, we can give them prevention of complication of diabetes and they can have good quality life till golden old age. So gynotherapy is prevention. So this is the end of my presentation. I hope you have learned something from me. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask me, especially the application of the products. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. I don't even know what to say anymore because you've given us another aspect of gynotherapy and it's been amazing. Wow, it's really been amazing. Wow, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it.
Welcome.
I think we need DXN Nigeria. We need to have a section, a series with you on gynotherapy because
no problem. No problem.
We have to set it up because viewers all over more than 1 hour and people are still hooked up and they are enjoying the presentation. It's been amazing, really
Thank
amazing.
You. Cheers with my gynotherapy. Cheers with good health.
Cheers.
Okay.
Thank you very much, man. Okay, viewers, you have heard it from Ms. Jane. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Let's start asking our questions. I know we have so many questions to ask her right now. Okay, questions are already coming. Okay, this is from Mr. Linus Joseph. He said, are we then supposed to stop taking medications? That's his question.
Yeah, it is a good question. Okay, the medication, for example, high blood pressure. Okay, for high blood pressure, a patient, they will take this medication to reduce their blood pressure. This is important because we are reducing the risk of the high blood pressure. If you stop the medication now, you may go into stroke. Okay, so why we integrate? Gynotherapy actually is a integrated nutrition. We can combine with the medication. Okay, so when gynotherapy works on your body, balancing your body environment, clearing your blood circulation, clearing your inflammation, okay, increase your oxygenation and enhance your body, the organ and systemic function. So one day, your blood pressure will be normalized. You will see that, oh, when you take medication, you feel giddy. That means your medication is overdosed already. Then you go to the doctor to check your blood pressure. Then your doctor will take off your medication. So, okay. So for those people on medication, we don't interfere. We integrate. integrate till your body is healthy. When you take medication, means your body are in a stage of health. Your body have some problem, you need some medication to control your symptom.
Oh, perfect, perfect. So DXN products can be used alongside our normal medications. Oh, perfect, perfect. Okay, another question from Miss Caroline. She's saying, how do you recommend DXN products when it's a heavy disease with a lot of complication? Thank you very much from Austin, Texas. Oh, nice to meet you.
Okay. Now, lots of problems. That means your whole body, a lot of organ and system is out of balance. Okay. So he is from USA. So I will answer her according to the USA products that you have. Okay. Because
Okay.
all right. So in USA, you have RG and GL. All right. So people have a lot of complications. You cannot go fast. Right. You start with 1 RZ, 1 GL for the first week every day. Then you increase to 2 pairs, 4 pairs, 6 pairs. Why we go slow? Because when you have a lot of imbalance, one of the principle of RGGL is scanning. So when the patient take the RG and GL, you have a lot of, oh, I have headache, I have giddiness, and then they refuse to take your Ganoderma, then you lost the purpose of healing. Okay, so we go slow. And then if, for example, when you go to 4 pairs, the patient started to have some headache or giddiness, then you don't increase anymore, right?
Okay.
Wait till the symptom is stable, then you increase again. 6 pairs, if the patient is comfortable, then you go to 9 pairs, go to 12 pairs, go to 15 pairs, you can even go to 30 pairs later on. Okay? Go slow. But you have other products to support. You have spirulina. Right? In US, you have spirulina, you can take 10 tablets, 20 tablets, 30 tablets. And you also have lion's mane in USA. Okay? Lion's mane is very good for gastrointestinal functions. When you have poor gastrointestinal functions, you also will have a lot of problems because it affects your absorption of nutrients, affect your the immune system. It also will affect your mood. So lion mane comes very essential in healing the gastrointestinal function. Then you have cordyceps. Okay, so cordyceps you can give 5 tablets to 10 tablets a day. Of course, you have all the beautiful enzymes in USA. You have codipine, you have morin Z, and these enzymes are very good because it can balance the pH in the body and heal the cellular function. Okay? So gradually you can take optimum megadose.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, I think lion's mane and cordyceps will be arriving in Nigeria very soon. Are part of the products
yes, you better have. You better have.
We are adding them very soon. It's very, very important to have them. We will have them very soon. Okay, next question. Oh, this one is saying, how do you treat psoriasis?
Psoriasis. Okay.
Yes.
Now, for those from the beginning, I already told you that Ganoderma does not treat disease, right?
Sure.
Or any health problems that is surface is because your body is out of balance. Psoriasis is a skin disease, yeah, and actually is inflammation. Inflammation, it can be aggravated by stress. Okay, so we have a good range of product. Actually, we have Fusomi psoriasis, and you can start with RGGL. Now, psoriasis, when you give RGGL, you also start with 1, 2, 4, 6, meaning 1 pair first, and then next week you go to 2 pairs daily, 4 pairs daily, 6 pairs daily, because psoriasis can flare and the patient get frightened. Okay, so you reassure them. Just speak to your clients, reassure them when you take Ganoderma, Ganotherapy products during the healing process, you can flare up some symptoms. Actually, don't worry because it's a healing journey. Okay, then give them lots of spirulina. For psoriasis, give them mega dose of spirulina. Give them mega dose of GL. Okay, and the RZ you go slow till they can tolerate 15 capsules or 30 capsules later. Morin Z. Morin Z, you can take 60, 90, you can 1 bottle a day like Mr. Kochulas, no? It's no issue. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. That's really nice. Okay, I think we've answered this question. Can you take with other drugs? Of course.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
of course you can. Okay. Next question. Mr. Sesna, my very good friend, Mr. Sesna, is saying, good morning. What are the best products for active athletes?
Wow, my good friend, Mr. Sabot.
Yes.
Yeah, for athletes, for athletes to boost your energy, well, if you use the products in Nigeria, Springer is best. Right? You
Okay.
can get, especially for footballer, any athletes, yeah, you take 30 tablets to 60 tablets of spirulina, okay, it boosts your energy. And of course, you also need a lot of oxygen. You can take mega dose GL, all right? If you have cordyceps, that is more appropriate because GL at the cordyceps, it enhances your lung function, your heart function, and it is a good product for athletes. And of course, in the history, cordyceps has given the Chinese athlete to get a gold medal in the Olympic Games because of cordyceps. Cordyceps is a food. It's a food. Enhance lung function, your heart function. So these are the good range of products for athletes. And of course, don't forget Morinzi. You can drink a bottle of Morinzi like our Mr. Morinzi Cocholaslo.
And for the athlete, there wouldn't be any fear for drug abuse.
No. You even you test your blood, you cannot taste anything because it's oxygen. You want to test oxygen, you can. It's not harmful to test oxygen. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, I think questions are coming in. Okay. Good morning, Madam Jane. What products should we recommend for a 14 years old girl suffering from thyroid problem? From DXN Rebecca.
Okay. Good morning, Rebecca. All right. So for a 14 years old who suffer from thyroid malfunction, yeah, it could be a few factors. Yeah, factors could be because when the mother was pregnant and the mother was facing a lot of radiation or toxins, that they have some defect in the thyroid cells. Yeah. Okay. And then it could be due to poor diet, and the child could have autoimmune disease. All right. Okay. So what are the best products for the thyroid? Right. The RGNGL. Now, thyroid is at the throat. Okay. So you you can take one RG, one GL and suck it. Suck it. Why suck it? You chew it and suck it so that the nutrient is targeted. We are doing targeted healing. So it's targeted at the thyroid cells. So for a 14-year-old girl, you can take with 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, up to 15 capsules. So every day you just suck your algae and GL. And the spirulina, you can take 5 tablets to 15 tablets. Yeah. Chew it so that the nutrient can reach your thyroid. And of course, Morinzi. The Morinzi is very good for endocrine system, especially for the thyroid. Okay, don't add any water. Just pour the Morinzi into a cup, 30 ml in a mouth. Suck it 2 times, 3 times a day, and be perseverant because this is healing nutrients. It will not cause any side effects. So I hope the girl will give us good testimony in the future.
Okay, so we've heard it. Please, let's always we can watch this section back in our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. So all these questions that Ms. Jane is answering, we can go back and take notes of them so that we can be able to apply it in our everyday use life and also to our prospects and downlines also. Okay, this is from one of our leaders here in Nigeria. Thank you, Dr. Mayor is saying, thank you so much, Ms. Jane. Your organotherapy training is awesome. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dr. Mayor.
Yeah, Dr. Mayor, thank you. Thank you for your support.
Okay. From one of my leaders also in Nigeria, Mrs. Itoha. She's saying, thanks, Mother Jane. How best to handle patients who stop therapy due to healing crisis?
That is a very good question. Thank you for your question. Yeah, this is the problem because when you give gynotherapy to patients with lots of health problem, and the healing can cause discomfort And when they have discomfort, patient will stop taking.
Sure.
Okay, so we always start with low dose first. People with a lot of healing crisis, for example, the RG and GL, you start with 1 RG, 1 GL first week, and then you go to second week, 2 RG, 2 GL, and then 4 RG, 4 GL, 6 RG, 6 GL. When the patient has healing crisis, you reduce dose, but don't stop. Don't stop. Okay? Most of the healing crisis come from RG. Okay? So you can reduce RG, but GL continue. Take higher dose. And the spirulina and the morinzi. Now you want to reduce your healing crisis, tell the patient, change your lifestyle, your food, okay? Reduce your animal protein, okay? Stop your milk products and take lots of plant-based food, more fruit juices, and exercise. So with this, you are able to support the healing. We can enhance the healing and reduce the healing crisis. Okay?
Oh, thank you very much. I know Miss Itoha, all the way from Warri in Nigeria. Yeah, she has learned a lot. she will understand what you're saying. Okay, I think Mr. Pradeep is saying, "Oh, Madam Jane, the gynotherapy expert. Thank you so much, Ma, for explaining the properties and benefits of Ganoderma." Thank you, Mr. Pradeep from India. Okay.
Mr. Pradeep, I would like to thank you. Officially, because of you, I came to know Mr. Samuel.
Of course.
Thank you for the invitation. Okay, all the best to you. See you at the top of DXN, Mr. Pradeep.
Yes, and because of Mr. Pradeep, we're going to have a gynotherapy series with Miss Jane. Yes. Okay, next questions coming up, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, from Rosas. I hope I called your name properly. She's saying, "Good morning, Ma'am Jane. What products recommended for colon cancer?"
This is a very good question because I'm handling a lot of these kind of cases. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yes. So with colon cancer, I would say you need to understand colon cancer, right? Colon cancer is tumor is anywhere in the colon. So when you manage colon cancer, you need to know whether the tumor is being removed, okay? Any blockages or not, okay? Whether the patient is on chemotherapy or radiotherapy, right? So for example, the patient has the tumor being removed, okay, waiting for chemotherapy. Then you have to give high dose of mycelium, ganocelium. Okay. In fact, in Malaysia, we are very easy because we have mycelium powder. One bottle is 30 grams, which is 60 capsules, right? So for your case, if it's in Nigeria, you make full use of your GL. You just take 20 capsules, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. 120 capsules is no issue because GL contains a lot of polysaccharides, okay? And for your immune system, a lot of enzymes. So it indirectly enhance your immunity to fight cancer, okay? And then, of course, you give lots of spirulina. You can take 30 tablets to 60 tablets, okay? And the RZ, you can do testing dose in case the patient has a lot of healing crisis, okay? So you can take 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 15, up to 30. If the patient is able to tolerate 30 RZ, that is beautiful. You can continue up to 40 capsules and 60 capsules because if you combine RZGL together, that is super healing nutrient for colon cancer. And don't forget your morinzi. Morinzi, you can take 1 bottle, 2 bottles, okay? And the healing crisis could be diarrhea. Don't worry at all. Don't worry at all, okay? Because anyone with colon cancer, yeah, they will have a lot of toxins in their colon. So diarrhea is one of the healing crises. Don't worry. And then, of course, this kind of patient, you have to stop eating animal proteins because animal protein is one of the cause that leads to colon cancer. Okay, right? So combine with the gynotherapy, with chemotherapy or whatever radiotherapy, mega dose during the treatment phase. Okay, then after the chemotherapy, we need some time to rebuild the body. So when the patient is well, okay, continue into maintaining phase, at least 15 RZ, 15 GL in long term, because cancer after the surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, in long term, we want to prevent relapse. And that is the power of organotherapy. Because I have patients with cancer up to 20 years, they still survive, no relapse.
Oh, perfect, perfect. Oh, when you talk about mega dosage, I was hearing you saying 15, 30, 20 to 120 dose a day.
Yeah.
How do they take them? Is it 20 in the morning, 20 2 hours later, 20 3 hours later?
Yeah, can be 3 hourly. Can be three
Okay.
hourly. Okay, if patient doesn't, they don't like to take so many capsules, you can open up the capsules and maybe easier for them to put into a shaker like this. Yeah, you
Yes.
can open up all your 60 capsules in a bottle and shake it
Okay.
up and shake it up. Yeah, so especially for people with chemotherapy, they don't have good appetite. I think you open up and put in the shaker and let them sip slowly, and that is very convenient for them. So this is
Okay.
the mega dose.
Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Another question. Say, good morning, DXN, watching from Kuwait. Nice to meet you. He said, Ma'am Jane, it's safe to take the products to our baby. Thank you so much. I have more learn about the products. Okay. She's talking about her baby.
Oh, for the baby, huh? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now, if you go into my YouTube, I have a range of videos talking about pregnancy. Why pregnant mothers, they need RGGLs, Prolina, etc. Because to protect the baby from the toxins, and also make sure the mother has healthy immune system so that they will deliver a healthy baby. Okay, so of course the best food for the baby is breast milk. Breast milk. Okay, so and as your child grows older, maybe 6 months old, and then you're unable to breastfeed completely, and then actually you can start your baby as young as 1 day old, GL. GL. And after 3 months, 4 months, you can give more, maybe 2 capsules, 3 capsules to maintain good immunity, and also start to give spirulina, because spirulina is a good baby food. Very important, because when you breastfeed, if you can't breastfeed, you give formula milk, it causes a lot of problems in babies, actually, with allergies and all that. Okay, so I will give my advice to all mothers. Start giving GL as young as possible. When your baby start to take semi-solids, okay, then start giving spirulina. So you can mix them, you can grind your spirulina tablets and mix with GL together, open up the capsule, mix with their semi-solid food. The baby will love it, Feed your baby with the semi-solid as your child grows older. I tell you, my 19 years in DSN, my Gano baby now already 19 years old, and most of them are very intelligent.
Perfect.
They are brain food.
Very good. Oh, very good, very good. So for a day-old baby and a day to 1 week old baby, the GL, how should they apply it?
You can open up and mix with breast milk, or water. Okay, especially newborn baby with jaundice. Newborn baby with jaundice, because their liver is not matured enough to eliminate all the bilirubin and all that. So you can give GL. It can enhance the liver for detoxifying, especially the bilirubin. Okay, no side effects.
No side effects. No side effects. Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, DXN. Next question. What can you suggest for serious cancer patients?
Okay, now a lot of cancer patients.
Yes,
so,
a lot.
Safest products, I would say, we do not, because especially with serious cancer patient, meaning the patient can have metastasis in the liver, can have metastasis in the lungs, it can have metastasis in the brain, okay? So the safest products without healing crisis, give GL. Give GL, okay? You can open up 60 capsules of GL, mix in the shaker, get the powder, okay? And you grind 30 to 60 tablets of spirulina, put in the shaker, okay? And put half a bottle to 1 bottle of moringa. Just drink it. It's very easy to consume, okay? And start with algae slowly. 1, 2, 4, 6, then 12, 15 to 30. So we want to see how the patient react to the scanning. We do not want to suffer when during the healing they have a lot of healing crises, then they refuse to take our product. Then you defeat the purpose. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay, Dr. Mayor is back. Another cancer question. He said cancer cases in Nigeria are increasing today. On the DXN therapy, cancer clients are on pains. How do we reduce this pain the more?
Okay. Now, talking about cancer now, cancer cases in Nigeria are in more. We have to go into prevention. And please, the DXN Nigeria members, prevention is better than cure. Teaching every person, every family, prevention, at least you take 6 algae, 6 GL, 10 spirulina, 60 ml moringa on daily basis. Detox on the daily basis, repair on the daily basis, enhance your immunity on the daily basis in long-term prevention, okay? But when you want to treat cancer, then you use treatment dose. It has to be mega dose. For people in pain, GL is very good. Take mega dose GL. Okay? So as I said, they are already in pain. You want them to absorb the nutrient fast. Okay, you open up 60 capsules for GL or 90 capsules for GL and put half a bottle of moringa and some water, shake it, yeah, and grind some spirulina. And this is a good concoction for severe cancer cases. And for your information, moringa is a natural painkiller. You can drink 1 bottle, 2 bottles a day. It's no issue. Just keep on sipping. Yeah, 30 ml. Put in your mouth and suck it frequently, every 2 hours. You can take 2 bottles a day. It's no issue.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Next question. He said, "What advice can you give for those who had passed surgery?" Surgery.
Oh, bypass surgery, your heart. Okay, this is a very good question. Okay, now we only look at the heart when you have bypass surgery. Show me your little finger. Everyone, show me your little finger. This is your coronary artery. This is your heart artery. You know. So when your artery in the heart is blocked, you have to see how long is our blood vessels in the body. If you join all them together, it go around the earth 2.5 times. And how fine is the capillary? It's as fine as your hair. And some are finer, the capillary, only 1 red blood cell can pass through. Can you imagine if a person had a heart surgery, only the heart blood vessels is being bypassed? What about other part of your body? Your brain. So you're still at risk of stroke. You're still at risk of a malfunction of organ and system. I lived long enough in my nursing career. I've seen patients with heart disease, diabetes. In the end, they end up with cancer. So they are all interrelated with poor blood environment and circulation. And this has been confirmed by Japanese research. Degenerative diseases, blood environment is a root cause. So if you have heart bypass, okay, we have relieved all the oxygenation in your heart, but prevent block again, okay? Prevent stroke. So at least you have to cover them with algae GL, 6 pair, 12 pair, even 15 pairs in long term to clean all the blood vessels. And then, of course, spirulina is a good cleanser. yeah, blood cleanser, and then Morinzi. So these three you have to take in long term to cleanse your blood vessels and repair the damaged cells on the daily basis. In long term, this patient will have good quality longevity.
Okay. Very, 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 very good. What I enjoy is that you are saying more of the dosages are 15, 30, 120 a day, and people will be complaining and saying they don't have the funds, the funds to afford such. And like you said in your presentation, prevention, of course, is better than
Yes.
cure.
Prevention,
But
6 capsules, everyone. 10
yes,
tablets aspirina, everyone, and 30 ml Morinzi. And this is investment in our health.
health.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
So wait till you have health problems. It's mega dosing because we are, especially for cancer patients, we have no time. We're
Yes.
chasing after the time.
True, man. Okay, Miss Ruby is asking hello to all, man. Jane, just to ask what is the good medicine product. Okay, DXN doesn't have medicine, is products we have, food supplements. He said her sister have hepatitis B. So what product, DXN product to help the sister hepatitis B?
Okay. Now, hepatitis B is a virus. It's a virus, and it will stay in the host, which is the liver. When your immune system is good, your hepatitis B will not disturb you. When your immune system is down, the hepatitis B virus will disturb your liver cells. So in long term, it will destroy your liver cell. You will end up with cirrhosis and end up even with liver cancer. Okay, so we need to make sure we enhance your immune system on a daily basis and repair your liver cells on a daily basis to prevent complication of hepatitis B. You can have hepatitis B, but you have good quality life and have longevity. So you can actually you can start with higher dose of this RGGL, yeah, maybe 12 pairs of RGGL to 15 pairs, okay? Take 3 months to 6 months to make sure that your immune system is up. And spirulina is very good for hepatitis B, all right? You can take at least 3 months, 30 tablets, and then Morinzi. So when your immunity is being enhanced, then you reduce your dose in long term to maintain your what do you call it, your good liver functions, okay? In fact, I had a patient who has been taking DXN Gadodama for 20 years. And now he doesn't have hepatitis B virus.
Oh, that's nice. So just same thing with people with sickle cell anemia, right?
Okay. For sickle cell anemia, especially in Africa, because it's genetic defect, okay? So because of the sickle cell anemia, because the red blood cell, the lifespan of the red blood cell should be 120 days, right? So that then you break down, disintegrate, and then you produce new red blood cells. But the problem with sickle cell, the lifespan of the red blood cell is shorter. It breaks down very fast. So when it breaks down so fast that your body cannot produce fast enough the red blood cells, so you have poor hemoglobin level. So you have, number one, you're anemic because you're a low hemoglobin. But the problem with sickle cells, due to breaking down of so many sickle red blood cells, and this is going to clog in your blood vessels. Right? So especially when you have inflammation, and then you have poor blood circulation, all this can clog, and it can cause other complications. Yeah, it can affect your other organ and system. So for sickle cell anemia patient, at least in long term, you let them take 6 algae 6 GL to 12 algae 12 GL. Give them lots of spirulina because it can increase the lifespan of the red blood cells. Okay, and then also give them Morinzi, because Morinzi, it will dilate, it will open up the blood vessels, so allow the sickle cells to travel smoother. Okay, so that they won't have any blockages. So organotherapy, you have this good range of DSM products. I find that you're very blessed in Nigeria, because this range of products save lives. And the only thing is you know more about it and go all out to help your community, yeah, to help people. There are so many people out there crying for help. That's why I'm here for, to appeal to all of you here. We need to build a big network of healing gynotherapy. And I'm here to support you.
Of course. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much. Questions are still coming up. Oh, our international marketing director is online with us, Mr. DXN. He said, Madam Jane, thank you for your informative section. When are you planning to visit Nigeria?
I would love to. I would love to. Wait till the COVID-19 pandemic is over. Then you pay my flight ticket. I will come.
We can't wait. We can't wait. We can't wait to have you in Nigeria. It will be a very good section. Thank you, Mr. DXN. He's always online with us, not minding his schedule. He's always live with us, supporting us. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, more questions.
I would like to thank Mr. Zizit. You know, Mr. Zizit is such a wonderful, our top management, international DXN director. I met him 10 years ago. He had been supporting me and European team for the last 10 years. And without him, I cannot have DXN Europe. So I thank you, Mr. Zizit. And now you are in Africa, in Nigeria. So I hope you and the team in Nigeria will shine together with DXN. Thank you, Mr. Zizit.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, next question. Miss Rosas is back. Is it Jane? Is the hydrocephalus patient can help? Okay. I think yes.
The hydrocephalus patient actually is because the central fluid system is blocked. So it may need some surgery to make sure that the central fluid is flowing. Okay. Of course, the hydrocephalus patient, due to the water retention, the fluid retention in the brain, you can have some brain damage. Yeah. So we have to repair whatever damage is there. So what are the good brain products we have? GL is the best. Yeah. GL is very good. And RG, of course, is also very good, improve circulation, enhance the lymphatic flow, and then the spirulina and moringa. You have a good range of products.
Perfect. Next question. Okay. Mr. Alfredo is saying, hello, Mrs. Jane Yon. What do you recommend for vitiligo? And another question, is spirulina bad for thyroid sufferers? Two questions.
Two questions. The vitiligo is the white patch of the skin, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, it's an autoimmune disease. So when we talk about another name is called leukoderma. Okay. When we talk about autoimmune disease, how do we handle autoimmune disease? You have to arrest the immune system from attacking our body. So we have to teach our immune system from recognized self and non-self, okay, so that your immune system will not attack the pigment of the skin, right? So RGGL, spirulina, and moringa, they are the good products for modulating the immune system. So once your immune system is being modulated, all right, your immune system will not attack your skin anymore. The repair will go. So be perseverance. The healing may be a journey. Yeah. So RGGL, spirulina, and moringa, they are good products. Okay. And of course, spirulina. Many people and even medical doctors have misconceptions about spirulina is bad for thyroid patient. You know why? Because they thought that the iodine will affect the thyroid function, but we are wrong. You need some iodine, a trace of iodine, to make a healthy thyroid. Okay, and the element in the spirulina is very little iodine trace element, and is in a wholesome form. Wholesome means it's not an extract. Okay, it's in, just an example, you have an orange, it's wholesome, but vitamin C is not wholesome. Vitamin C is extracted, so vitamin C is harmful. Orange is not harmful. Okay, now spirulina is the same. It contains trace elements of all the elements, including a trace element of iodine, which helps the thyroid to function. Okay, so but other iodines like iodine in the salt, table salt, or iodine in the seaweed, okay, iodine in the seafood, and that could be harmful because it could be in higher trace of iodine. But spirulina has very minimum iodine and is the wholesome form. It would not harm our thyroid. I have treated many thyroid problems, including malfunction, congenital thyroid malfunction, hyperthyroid, hypothyroid. I have treated thyroid cancer with spirulina. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Alfredo, you've heard it. So spirulina is not harmful for thyroid sufferers. Okay, next question. Questions are coming in, so we need to rush the questions. Okay, Mr. VJ is saying, what is the best management in gynotherapy for restless leg syndrome patients?
Oh, what do you mean by restless leg syndrome? Parkinson?
Is it Parkinson? Is it arthritis? We don't understand, but the leg is restless.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Looks like it has some what do you call nervous system. Yeah. So as you know, gynotherapy is good for cell, tissue, organ, and system, including the nervous system. Okay. So what is good for nervous system? GL is very good. Okay, you can give a lot of GL, no issue, and then RGGL. RG you can take 6. GL you can go to 12, even 15, 20. It doesn't matter. Okay. And what is good for your nervous system? Spirulina. Yeah. Because it's a tryptophan, it will make sure that you have a very calm, you have a happy mood. Yeah. And it enhances very good nervous system. Spirulina you can take 10, 20, 30. It's no issue. And don't forget about morinci. Okay. And do exercise. Right. So when you have a lot of problem, you want to heal fast, make sure you change your diet. Don't take too much animal proteins. Take more plant-based food and exercise. Yeah. Next time I will teach you an exercise, especially the swing hand exercise. It's very good. All of us should do it. It will improve your microblood circulation, enhance your immunity. And next time you all must learn the Sunya therapy from Dr. Lim. It's very good to reset your mind, especially for people who are very stressful, and it's very good for your nervous system.
Perfect. You just made the right point. Sunya is already happening in Nigeria, and it has, yeah. So we are bringing it back live again every Friday in the head office. There'll be Sunya sections by 2 p.m. in the head office here every Friday. It is needed because Mr. Pradeep brought it to Nigeria, and Dr. Lim was impressed with the way Nigerians were going about the Sunya practice, and we must bring it back, and we are bringing it back on Friday in 2 p.m. in Nigeria. Yeah, every Friday we'll be doing the Sunya. It's good to reset the brain because the stress, we also need to detoxify the mind also.
Yeah.
So it is perfect. It is perfect. Okay. Next question. Madam Jane, please, can you advise for the breast cancer patients in his first stage? What is the right quantity of RUGGL and spirulina and morinci?
Well, thank you for the question, because breast cancer is very common. Very common. And I just had 2 weeks ago, I just I have a young lady, 25 years old, with breast cancer, actually, which is very sad because she needs a mastectomy and all that. Okay. So for breast cancer, actually, we have to be very careful with diet, especially the animal proteins and the dairy products, milk products, and stress. These are the root cause of breast cancer, and also the cosmetic, especially deodorants. Yeah, women like to use deodorant. You put under your armpit, and it's going to block a lot of lymphatic system and circulation, and toxin is going to reverse back into the breast. Yeah. Another thing is, I would like to advise the ladies, you don't wear the bra with the wire under the breast, which will cut off the blood circulation lymphatic system. Yeah. So if you can try not to wear your bra for too long hours. Maybe you go to office 8 hours, you wear your bra and then go home in the hot bed. Just take off your bra with your nice clothes that nobody will see your breast. So it's better don't wear any bra at home. So let your breast will rest. Okay. So this is for prevention. Okay. Now for first stage of the breast cancer, actually it's very easy to treat. Take mega dose RGGL. Yeah, you can take 30 RG 30 GL straight away, Sprina 30 tablets straight away, and a bottle of Morinzi straight away. It's very good for breast cancer because you manage them with physical and mental state. Yeah, and even for of course with the early stage they may have a lumpectomy or a mastectomy, whatever it is. After the surgery, even the radiotherapy, you maintain the product for at least 6 months to make sure you balance back your body. But in long term, you have to take gynotherapy in long term, maybe at least 6 to 15 LG for life, 10 to 15 tablets Sprina for life, and maybe 60 to 90 ml of Morinzi. Why? Because you are facing a lot of stressful, stressful lifestyle, the food that is attacking your body. So you need to reverse your body environment at all times. Okay, we detox on the daily basis, repair on the daily basis, and this is prevention.
Okay. Next question. Oh, this is a very long question. It said one patient that has tumor on the bottoms and under went through chemotherapy, 4 different sections. As we placed him in Aruji, GL, Spirulina, Morinzi, and black coffee, tumors over 10 times appeared all over the body. How do we move forward with our products?
Oh, tumor on the bottom.
Yes.
What does it mean? In the rectum?
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like cancer of the rectum.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, with these type of patients, that means the patient's body environment is still suitable for cancer to spread, right? So with the gynotherapy, we have to make sure the patient change the lifestyle also. Completely go on plant-based food, lots of fruit juices. Okay, avoid all the dairy products, no milk, no cheese. Okay, and then of course with the gynotherapy, take lots of GL. You can take 60 to 120 capsule. You open up the capsule. I always like patients to open up the capsules because you don't have powder, and mix into a concoction. Okay, and then with the 30 RG, and then Sprina, you can go to 30 to 60, and 1 bottle to 2 bottles of Morinzi. Okay, exercise, Sunya therapy, because when we treat cancer, it's not only physical. We have to treat mental also. Okay, so change your lifestyle, change your eating habits, be happy. Be happy. I have patients. Why? Sometimes you find that they're taking the gynotherapy and you don't feel that it's effective. It's emotion. Because sometimes patients say, oh, number one, I have to spend so much money on gynotherapy. It's a financial stress. Okay, and then it's a trouble. Every morning I'm taking the concoction like this. They will find that, it is a hard job every morning. I have to take this, so they feel that it is a burden to them. Do you know our body is made up of 80% water? You talk to the water. Have you done the research in water? You talk to the water with happy mood. Your water is beautiful crystals. When you are angry, upset emotion, the water will go into funny pictures. All right. Same thing with our body. Because when you are upset, you're taking the gynotherapy with ungrateful heart. I always tell my patient, when you take these healing products, take with a happy heart. pray to God, thank you, God, for giving me this healing nutrition. And after taking this concoction, God, please lay your healing hand on me, heal every cell, every tissue, organ, and system. And the healing is in your almighty hand. Yeah, we always pray and make sure that we have happy mood. Okay, so when we treat cancer, it had to be physical, mental, and of course the patient has to repent, change your lifestyle, be happy. Okay, okay, and food, exercise, very important. So there are many issues why the patient is not responding to treatment.
Wow. So the mental attitude is very important also. Wow, that's nice. Okay, next question. I told you my viewers, they've met you today, and I think they can stay here for more than 4 hours, and, and they are enjoying the section, so they are ready for it. More than 2 hours, and they are not tired. It shows that they are really enjoying it. Okay, next question from Ms. Sora. He said, Ma'am Jane, what DXN products of persons with Parkinson disease?
Okay, now when we look at Parkinson disease is only a symptom indicating that your nervous system is not functioning, right? So we have to go to the root of problem. Why your nervous system is not functioning? Something is out of balance in your brain, okay? So you have to take RGGL to improve your circulation and repair your nervous system, okay? So you can take, for Parkinson, I would prefer them to suck it so that the nutrient will go to the brain. Okay, you can take 1, 2, 4, 6 up to 15 pairs. Okay, then suck it so that you'll be targeted on the nervous system, and then chew your Spirina. Okay, you can take 10 tablets, 20 tablets, and then of course your Morinzi, suck it, right? And if you have Lion's Mane, it will be great because Lion's Mane is very good for nervous system.
Yes.
Okay, but if you don't, it's okay. RGGL, Spirina, Morinzi is complete enough. And most importantly, exercise. Yeah, you exercise, and of course, the exercise I'm going to teach is the swing hand exercise, where you make sure that your body is moving, your lymphatic system is moving, and do Sunya therapy.
Perfect. Sunya therapy, very important, and it's coming live every Friday in DXN Nigeria. We will do our best to make sure we bring it on our Facebook Live and our YouTube channel every Friday by 2 p.m. so that people can be able to understand what Sunya is all about, and then be able to reset, detoxify your mind so that you can be balanced emotionally and mentally. Thank you very much, Ma. Next question. Next question from Jordan Seo. He said, hello, Miss Jane. What would you recommend for diabetic patients over 80 years who is already partially blind from the disease?
Okay. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your question. For this one, actually, it is a learning topic. Huh? So, yeah, diabetes, especially, it will not kill you. But diabetes, it will look complication, and that will kill us. Why? Because being a diabetic, your blood environment is very chalky, sticky, clogged the microcirculations, okay? And that's why people with diabetes will have poor immune system, you have gangrene, you have kidney problems, okay? And you can have a poor vision, and people will also have nerve problem, etc. Okay, for an 80-year-old man, can you imagine how long he has been having this diabetes and how much his blood vessels has been clogged? All right, but of course, we do not want especially this elderly man to continue to deteriorate. We can help him. We can help him. Start him with RG and GL. Okay, especially we want to save his eye first, because healing is a long journey, but we want to save his eyes first. Okay, start with him 1, 2, 4, 6, the RG and GL. Let him chew the capsule and suck it, so it will focus in his eyes, cleans the circulation and repair the eyes. Okay, he can even go to 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 12 pairs. Yeah, all right, and then the Spirina, straight away, you can take 15 tablets, but chew it. The Spirina is very good for eyes, right? So you chew it, and then you will focus on the healing of the eyes, yeah? And Don't forget about Morinzi. Morinzi is very good to dilate the blood circulation, improve the blood flow, and carry the nutrients to repair. Okay, he can suck 30 ml 2 times, 3 times. Don't add water. Just concentrate Morinji juice. And of course, healing is a journey. You have to explain to this patient, okay, reassure him, okay, this range of product actually is to improve blood circulation and prevent him from further degeneration from the complication of diabetes. So when his eyes improvement is improved, of course, your body will continue to work on other parts of the body. Okay, his brain, his blood pressure, his kidney, etc.
Oh, thank you very much. That's good. A question is, when you say suck it, is it they open the capsule and or they chew?
That's a good question.
Because my viewers want to know, when you say suck it, how do they suck it?
Now, the RG and GL capsule, they are vegetable capsule. Okay, so
Yes.
for people to suck, you just put the whole thing inside, and the whole capsule will melt.
Okay.
Will melt. Okay, so just now I told you already that RZ, DXN, they use nanotechnology. So it's in micro powderation. So as the GL, so even through sucking, your saliva, your lymphatic system, your microcirculation in the mouth, it will suck, and we do targeted treatment. Okay? If your eye, you go to the eye. You go to the ear, you go to the ear, or go to the brain or thyroid, etc. So you chew it. So the powder is in your mouth, but you don't drink water immediately. Let it slowly melt in your mouth, and slowly you chew it, and then you can drink a little bit of water after that. Okay, that is called chewing.
Okay, perfect. I hope my viewers, you are clear now, because I know most of you, we open the capsule and it's not done that way. That is not what she was talking about.
No, it's a good question, Mr. Samuel. Okay,
yes.
Put the whole capsule in your mouth. Chew it. Let the powder stay in your mouth as long as you can.
Perfect. Thank you very much. It's almost midnight in Malaysia, and questions are still coming. Wow, questions are still coming. Please, we have a section with her very soon. Okay, let's rush the questions. He's saying, what about hypertension and high cholesterol?
Yeah, see, hypertension and cholesterol, they are only a symptom. They are not a disease. Okay, now if you look at my presentation just now, the iceberg, hypertension is only a signal. What is the root cause of hypertension? There are many causes. Your heart is a clever machine. When your body is lack of oxygen, your cell will die without oxygen. So your heart have to pump harder, provide oxygen to all parts of the body. When you have a clogged micro circulation, your heart has to pump harder. So that the root cause of the hypertension is, number one, your blood is choking. You can have inflammation in your micro blood circulation. Okay, so and your blood can be, you have a lot of cholesterol, and then it's sticky, etc. So therefore, RGGL is a good product for you, because RGGL, they are one of the most alkaline food. You will balance the stickiness of the blood. Okay, and then spirulina is a blood cleanser. Okay, you will clean your cholesterol, your blood sugar, triglyceride, etc. And then Morinzi is very good for hypertension because it dilates. So during hypertension, the patient, you cannot ask the patient to stop the medication, because they can have risk of stroke in case their blood pressure is too high. We integrate while healing. Okay, patient take the medication, and then we give them gynotherapy. You can take 6 Alg, 6 GL to 12 Alg, 12 GL. It depends on their affordability. And then take 10 to 15 tablets of spirulina. You can take 60 to 90 ml of Morinzi. Okay, so the healing is a journey. So when the patient, the condition, blood environment improves, the blood pressure would be normalized. Then when you go to the doctor say your blood pressure is lower, you don't need so much medication, then eventually you cut off the medication, because they have a lot of side effects. Okay, and the cholesterol actually is an indication our liver is not functioning optimum. Okay, because your liver produces cholesterol. When you don't produce good cholesterol and bad cholesterol in a balanced manner, So maybe you have too much bad cholesterol in your blood. It can get oxidized and then get stuck in your blood circulation. So when you have good liver function, your cholesterol will be normalized. Okay, so take RGGL 6 pair to 12 pair, Spirina 10 to 20, and Morenzi same 60 to 90. And all this will balance the cell, tissue, organ, and system, and all of us will have healthy body.
Sure. Okay. Next question. Someone is asking, okay, what products can a child take for autism? Okay. Same questions also. What products can a child take with autism? Okay.
Ruth, thank you for your question.
Yes.
Yeah, so a lot of people thought that autism there is no cure.
Hmm.
Before the COVID-19, I just came back from London. London. There was last year. I came back June last year, and there are many cases autism testimony in London. So there was a girl with 21 years old, a boy from Turkey was 5 years old, and a boy of 3 years old in UK. And I only gave them RGGL, or of course I gave them Lion's Mane also, Lion's Mane, Spirina, and Morinzi, because all this will improve their brain function and stable their emotion. And I was so touched. The boy in Turkey sent me a video. Actually, he was unable to read and speak after taking RGGL, Spirina, and Morinzi. A few months later, there was about 3 to 4 months later, the mother sent a video to me to thank me. The child was able to speak to me through the video. So I was so touched, So we are able to help these autism children because GL is a brain tonic. Okay, of course, children can take LGGL and more GL. LG and GL can give more GL because it is a brain tonic, and Spirulina and Morinzi, and it's able to especially the Morinzi is able to stable the emotion of the autism child and enhance their learning abilities. Okay, so all the best to the autism child.
All the best, Miss Ruth. Okay, this one is saying, my friend have insomnia and anxiety or depression. Is there any recommendation?
Of course we do. Of course we do. Throughout my this gynotherapy healing journey, I help so many people with anxiety, depression. Not only in Malaysia, all over Europe, even through email. They said they just send me an email that they have problem, and I give them the products through email. Okay, actually, patients with insomnia, anxiety, and depression is because they have instability of their emotion. Okay, so the best product for them, I told you already, is Spirina. It's a tryptophan that is able to help us to produce serotonin and help you to produce melatonin. So it's able to calm ourselves, it's able to induce good sleep. So Spirina is very good for them. They can take 5 tablets 3 times a day. If they can afford, can even go to 30. It's no issue. The dose is no issue. Okay, if it takes smaller dose, it's okay, but take longer time to heal. Okay, then you can take RGGL. RG is very good to calm our emotion. So you can take 6 RG, 6 GL up to 12 RG, 12 GL. But you can take mega dose Morinzi. Morinzi is very good. You can give instantly 60, 90, even you take 100 ml is no issue. Just, you don't have to mix it with water. Yeah, just put in your mouth and suck it and drink it. So it will calm your emotion. Yeah, and then will induce your body, help your body to produce melatonin. So you are able to have better sleep. Okay?
Okay. Yes, smart. Okay. Questions are coming. Oh, this is a very, very good question. He's saying, is it possible that taking RGGL and Spirina for a long time, our immune system can be overactive and behave abnormal?
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. You know why? Ha ha ha. I am in DXN for almost 19 years. Okay? I have been taking RGGL. In Malaysia, we have a lot of products. We have RGGL. I'm taking Mycovita, which is resilient. Okay? Spirulina, I'm taking 30 throughout my life. I'm 65 now, but 20 years ago, I had a lot of problems. I told you I have arthritis, I have autoimmune disease. Okay, And then, of course, we have lots of enzymes, morinzyme, codipine, etc. So all the whole range of these DXN products, the function is to balance our body, balance the cells, organ, and system. You will never go wrong with gynotherapy. And why your immune system go haywire? It's because you torture your body with your unhealthy food, your food with toxins, your meat with toxins, okay, your vegetables with pesticides, and you stress yourself with and stress is a silent killer. So all these suppress our immune system. So that's why your immune system behave abnormal. Why we have autoimmune disease? It's because we are torturing our body with a lot of toxin from external. But DXN come and rescue your immune system, rectify your immune system. Your immune system will never kill you if it is you're giving them the right nutrient. Yeah, so you will not have suicide. Dr. Lim said your immune system never do suicide for you because your immune system is the best doctor in our body.
Okay, thank you, Ma. I think a final question from the audience. You're saying, Madam Jen, what is the best recommendation for those who have PCOS and want to be pregnant?
Good question. I have met so many these what do you call infertility women pregnant. Okay, no problem. Okay, for PCOS, the polycystic ovarian cyst. So you maybe have to take 6 months megadose RGGL. Okay, 15 RG, 15 GL actually is half megadose. The megadose is 30 RG, 30 GL. Okay, and you take 30 spirulina. Okay, you can take 120 to 200 ml morinzi. But all these will balance your hormone, especially your female hormones. Okay, and then you try to cut down the food that will affect your hormones. What are they? Animal proteins. They are bad for you. Okay, especially the beef, the mutton, and the chicken. Okay, all these are bad for you because upset your estrogen in the body. Okay, and then of course cow's milk is bad for you. So try to go if you really want to speed up your healing process. Go for plant-based. Go for plant-based and exercise. And do Sunya therapy. Do Sunya therapy so I have very stable emotion. So hopefully I will hear good news from you.
Sure. Sunya therapy, very important, and it's happening every Friday in DXN Nigeria, 2 p.m. We'll do well to do it on our Facebook Live. Okay. Let me ask 2 questions before I let you go to bed. I know it's almost it's almost midnight in Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah. One, at what point the coffee? I've not heard you call coffee in all you've been saying. Coffee, the black coffee and the 3-in-1 coffee in Nigeria right now, because, for example, people in Nigeria right now, they believe the black coffee works better than the 3-in-1 coffee. So at what point, because of the test, so at what point, yes, at what point do black or the 3-in-1 coffee come in hand in all you've been saying?
Okay, the black coffee and the 3-in-1 coffee, actually, they have the same benefits, yeah? Okay, because we have gadudama and we have these high quality fermented coffee beans, because we use 100% coffee beans. Of course, according to the taste of the members, I love 3-in-1 coffee. DSN, the Lindsay 3-in-1. But my European friends, they all like black coffee. So it depends on your taste, yeah. So they of course the health benefits is the same. Improve your blood circulation, yeah. And then of course you also get the benefit from the gadudama. Okay, so you can balance the cells and detoxify the body. So and then give you a happy mood, give you good digestive system. So when you drink coffee, you're happy. We can do our work, more power.
So it can be added with you taking the RGGS, Perina, and Morinzi. It can be added to your concoction, right?
Okay. So DXN coffee cannot replace RGGL, spirulina, and Morinzi, because coffee is only a beverage for you to enjoy maybe in the morning or in the evening as tea. It will give you some benefits because the Gadodama is very minimum in the coffee. But we need, with our lifestyle, the food we eat, the stress that we have, and the way you're torturing your body, so your body have lots of toxins, and you're facing a lot of radiation, radiation, and then the free radicals, all these. You have trillion cells in the body. You need very good nutrition to heal your cells on a daily basis before you mutate or become malfunction. We need nutrition. And Ganoderma, algae, GL, they are nutrition. Spirina is nutrition. And of course, Morinzi actually is very rich in antioxidant. So take the whole range of organotherapy, and coffee you can just enjoy.
Perfect. Okay, my final question. Is, how do you answer questions from members or non-members that say, for example, you've been calling all the illness they've been asking you, you've been stating Aruji, GL, Spirina, Morinzi. Aruji, GL, Spirina, Morinzi. Yes. How do you answer the question that, does it mean our product help with all the diseases? How do you answer that question?
You are right, because I told you already, the ganotherapy, especially in Nigeria, I'm talking about Nigeria, you have algae and GL. They are nutrients, especially the GL contain more than 400 kinds of phytonutrients, and these are to feed your trillion cells in the body. Okay, and of course the algae is so good, and I will call it the blood circulator. Most of the time when you're stressful, your adrenaline will go up and the blood circulation will shut down, and you can see your body will deprive of nutrients because your stomach is unable to absorb nutrients. Okay, so there are a lot of things you need. Why you need algae and GL? It's nutrients. Okay, and spirina is nutrients. All of us are malnourished because you eat what you want to eat. You don't care about whether your trillion cells is receiving enough nutrients. Yeah. So by the time we have symptoms, your high blood pressure, your diabetes, your cancer, you panic. Why I have cancer? Why I have high blood pressure? Why I have diabetes? Because you deprive your body from nutrient for 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years, and allow the cell to mutate into something else. And the organ and system is not able to function. Okay, so that's why ganotherapy is our daily food. Make it as a main food. Yeah. So actually, my children, I don't have to tell them how many capsules you have to eat. Yeah, they will mix the concoction themselves. Yeah, concoction themselves. My son now, he is 35. When he was a child, he had asthma, and doctor gave up. There is no cure for him. But because of my father's illness, he has become a blessing in my family. I thank you, Dr. Lim, for this range of good products. Okay, and of course, he had not only my family is healthy, and I love to help people, and DXN give me a platform to help people, to love people, to care for people. And also, I'm not a business lady, and here I am. I become an entrepreneur, and I have DXN Europe to take care. But my focus is Dr. Lim's mission: health, wealth, and happiness. Be focused. Knowledge is very important, right? Because learning is a daily process. For the last 19 years, I'm still learning from Dr. Lim. And learning from patients, why they have reactions. We have all the hypertension patients together, but different people have different reactions because they have different problems in their body. Okay, so I will advise all the DXN members in Nigeria, everyone must carry a note. Whatever RGGL you give to your patient, ask them to write down their body reaction, because that is the body language. And we, as gynotherapists, we are reading their body language. From the body language, we are able to understand what's wrong in their body. Okay? With RGGL, Prana, Morenzi, that is the basic building blocks to rebuild your cells, tissue, organ, and system, so that our body can rejuvenate, we can restore our homeostasis, we can restore our natural healing abilities. And that is the most important. Okay?
I wanted to tell you what is your final advice for DXN Nigeria, and you've already done it already, and that's perfect.
Okay.
You've done it already. Thank you very much, Ma. It's been an exceptional 2 hours with you, and we're not tired at all. We're not tired. We just that we want to allow you rest. It's already midnight.
With pleasure. I would like to thank you, Mr. Zizit, Mr. Samuel, for giving me this platform to speak to the DXN Nigerian members. But not only Nigerian members, my European leaders are here. Of course, we have other leaders like Dr. Proven and Mr. Fatimi Ghani. So, you know, we are one family. One family. In DXN, we are one family. So we need to support each other to make DXN shine in this global market. And help yourself in the family, help your community, and help your nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. And we've heard it. Help yourself shine and help DXN to shine globally by doing the vision of promoting health, wealth, and happiness. And we've heard it from her. Let's not forget our free delivery is still on for the month of August. Please make purchase of 100 PV and above, and your products will be delivered to you free of charge. Our Sunya is happening every Friday, 2 p.m. at the head office. Also, the ODOC $1 for one child campaign is still on. Yes, so let's tap into the vision.
Support the campaign. ODOC.
Yeah, support the campaign. I appreciate my Nigerian leaders. They've been filling the forms, and they've been donating. Yes. I really appreciate. Also know that your donation is not going to waste. When you make purchase of Spirina 500, Spirina 120s, and Gano Massage Oil, you still get discount from your ODOC donation. So please keep buying in the campaign. And the Spirina will be brought to Nigeria here to help our malnourished kids nationwide. Thank you very much, Ma, for your time.
Thank you.
We'll have to really appreciate your time and your effort so far. Thank you very much. And from DXN Nigeria, from DXN Africa, even from our international marketing director, Mr. Judith NK, we say thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So see you next time on Thursday, 2 p.m. I am Samuel Zoro, marketing manager for DXN Nigeria. And from Miss Jane, our Triple Crown Diamond from Malaysia, we say, well, thank you. Good morning, DXN.
Thank you. Good morning and good night here.
Good night.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ma. Bye-bye, Ma.
Bye-bye.